So a rumor came out the other day that they're going to make a second season of Obi-Wan Kenobi. And honestly, I couldn't be less excited. But first, please like, subscribe, and share. Anything you can do will help my channel reach more people. And if you like this video, make sure to hit that bell icon so you can get my videos as soon as they drop. Yes, Season 1 of Obi-Wan Kenobi answered all the questions that none of us really ever had. We always thought that Kenobi was just going to sit in the sand and wait for Luke to get older and eventually lead him to go against his father, Darth Vader, in Episode 4. But for some reason, Kathleen Kennedy and the rest of Disney decided, hey, we need a season that basically has him do a whole bunch of stuff, but bring him back right to where he began. Because they really couldn't have anything new happen, or there would be inconsistencies with the plot lines between 3 and 4. So wherever he went, he had to end up right back where he started. So it was more about an Obi-Wan Kenobi getting his groove back, but still ending up exactly where he started. Because Obi-Wan Kenobi, throughout the entire first half of that show, barely has any Force powers. He's so depressed after everything that happened in Episode 3, losing his Padawan, losing Padme, and only really being able to watch Luke grow up. In fact, he really didn't have too much knowledge of what happened to Leia after she went to become a princess. So he's just hanging out and kind of working at different sites while hanging out on Tatooine and kind of just living in a cave being an old hermit. Honestly, I would have been perfectly happy if Kenobi had never happened. Look, it was pretty cool to see him have some flashbacks and eventually see him fight Vader again. Don't get me wrong, seeing Hayden Christensen come back for both this and Ahsoka were both pretty good. Having him be in those two shows for the first time in like 15 years was really exciting to see him come back. But that's not enough to base an entire multiple episode TV show on. And now he's already encountered Vader. So they can't do that again for Season 2. So in fact, Season 2, I really would think, won't even have Hayden Christensen in it. That would be too stupid to have the whole thing loop back and hit the same plot points again. So now he's going to have to go and do other things. And yes, there are plenty of other things going on in the galaxy. There's that resistance that's finding Force-sensitive children. He could always go and visit Leia, I guess. He could always go and visit Luke, I guess. He could go on adventures in Tatooine. He could go on adventures throughout space. But more than not, he cannot interact with Vader. He can't interact with Palpatine. He can't interact with almost anyone else. And so it's like, what are we doing? We're just going to have a show where you're not going to be able to hit very many major plot points, because if you do, you're going to ruin anything that happened in Episode 4. So he's going to have to go and do some side quests that really have nothing to do with anything. And honestly, that's pretty much what the first show was. Great special effects, went around and did some side quests, but really didn't affect anything because he had to end up exactly where he started, especially when they weren't even sure if they were going to get a Season 2. When you're doing shows season by season, especially in Star Wars where they have to end at a certain point, you already know where you're going to be and you basically just have to work your way back there. It's how we already knew what was going to happen roughly in Episodes 1, 2, and 3 when they came out, because we knew where Episode 4 would begin. And so this show is going to come out, and it's going to be alright, I guess. Look, I'll see it. It'll be great to see Ewan again. It'll be great to see Hayden if they bring him back. But to have a multiple episode show where you know exactly where it's going to end up, it just seems like a waste of $200 to $300 million, which is pretty much what Disney likes to sink into shows like this. So we will get Ewan McGregor back, we will get some great lightsaber battles, and we will accomplish almost nothing plot-wise. But hey, I'd rather see that than the Acolyte Season 2. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Make sure to click that subscribe button and check out those videos on screen now.